Do you believe in aliens? Are aliens sending us signals from their planet to tell us that they're out there? Well, some people believe that this is true. And today we'll be discussing a bunch of signals that we got from space. From a weird space object that could be an alien spacecraft to a face found on Mars. We'll talk about all this and more only in today's video. Top 10 terrifying signals from space that should have been kept a secret, part 4. Hey everyone, what's up? And welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I'm your host, Lindsay Ivan, aka Peach. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then go ahead and check out my new channel. It is called Peach, and it's a great time. If you need a break from spooky content, then go on over and check that out. Now, we'll get on with the video. Starting off this countdown, we have the space roar. In 2006, NASA detected the loudest sound in the universe. They decided to give it the name the space roar, and it's pretty fitting. So basically, back then, scientists started looking for signals in the universe. They did this by sending a complex instrument to space that would pick up radio waves from the heat of distant stars. Little did they know what it was going to pick up. This instrument ended up detecting a signal that was 6 times louder than anyone ever expected. And scientists still don't know what's causing it. It's way too loud to be from an early star and far greater than anything they have ever recorded thus far. So they are baffled. Where is this loud signal coming from and who's sending it? In our 9th spot, we have the Neutron Star. In September of 2016, astronomers observed something that they had never seen before. They saw a long stream of infrared light coming from a neutron star 800 light years away. Now, neutron stars normally emit radio waves or higher energy radiation. Signals from neutron stars have been observed before, but they have never seen infrared light coming from one. On top of it, this light spread across a large stretch of space, which was also unusual. To this day, no explanation for this signal has ever been produced. In our 8th spot today, we have the Jupiter waves. The recording I'm about to share with you was recorded by NASA's Juno spacecraft as it was observing the plasma wave signals from Jupiter's ionosphere. And turns out, Jupiter sounds creepy as hell. Take a listen. That's no plasma waves, okay? That's the sound of alien life forms screaming for help. And guess what? NASA is still investigating these sounds because they also found them to be quite weird and spooky as hell. So they're trying to find out the exact source of these sounds. Because maybe they believe it's coming from aliens too, or something like that. Moving on at number 7, we have the face on Mars. Now, if you're into space, then chances are you have already seen this terrifying photo of what appears to be a humanoid face on Mars. It honestly gives me the creeps. So in 1976, NASA Viking 1 orbiter flew by Mars and captured this eerie looking thing on Mars' surface. People were automatically freaked out because it looks like it has 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Rumors began to fly that this was a signal from aliens. That, or this was an alien-built monument on Mars. Or it was their way of trying to communicate with others like us. Maybe this face is of someone the aliens worship. Who knows? An alien god, maybe? Maybe. Or is it just something that naturally formed on Mars due to erosion and all that? You decide what you want to believe. Coming in at number 6, we have the Morse Code. Here's another message that was apparently sent by aliens. So in 2016, NASA's Mars orbiter took some photos of Mars when it flew by. Well, it managed to capture what looked like Morse code. On Mars, there were a series of raised dark dunes that looked like lines and dashes of Morse code. Unfortunately, it looks like alien Morse code is different than ours because it's spelt out gibberish. Unless it's not gibberish and that's an alien language that we don't speak. Maybe they don't speak English. The only complete English word was C, and not like S-E-A, but C, which is kind of creepy. Like, what do they want us to see? We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with the surface of Mars. This recording was captured by InSight's robotic arm as its camera was scanning the surface of Mars on March 6, 2019. It literally sounds like a scuba diver breathing underwater. At other points, it almost sounds like a man coughing. I don't know about you, but I do not enjoy listening to that. It sounds hella creepy. I don't know what's going on with Mars, but I don't like the sound of that. Moving on to number 4, we have more creepy sounds from Mars. This was recorded by NASA's InSight lander on November 26, 2018. And it managed to record the first ever sounds of Martian winds on Mars. Sounds like the aliens on Mars are just having fun, or they're taking a bongo class or something like that. Or they're playing Plinko, you know that game with the Now, at one point in the recording, these clanking sounds started to speed up. They would happen more frequently and faster, and they got louder. As for what's causing this sound, some say it's some sort of signal sent by aliens. Of course, it's aliens, like everything else on this list. But in fact, the clanking might be Morse code, or some other kind of code that we have yet to figure out. Moving on to number 3, we have the bright light. When I say that something sus is happening on Mars, something sus is happening on Mars. Back in 2014, NASA's Curiosity rover took a number of photos on Mars. In one of the photos, you could see a beam of light shooting up from Mars's horizon. A number of UFO believers believe that this is evidence of alien activity. Like they're sending that beam as a signal to us. They're like, hey, we're over here. NASA scientist Doug Ellison said that the light was caused by a cosmic ray hit, which is, terrifying on its own. It was so powerful, it caused high energy particles to fly through space. I personally just like the alien theory better. Moving on to number 2, we have the bizarre star. And I'm so happy that I came up with that because it rhymed and it's very satisfying. Bizarre star. A couple of years ago, astronomer Tabitha Boyajian and her colleagues saw a weird star that left them all perplexed. They named the star KIC 84C285, what a name. But they gave it the nickname Tabby's Star. Now this star was bizarre because the star would dip in brightness. Now there wasn't a pattern to it. It would happen at irregular intervals and for odd lengths of time. For example, it would be shining bright and then all of a sudden it would dip in brightness. So people don't know what's causing this flux in brightness, which is why it was also given the name the WTF star, standing for where's the flux? Not what you thought it was gonna be, was it? Anyways, they don't know why this is happening to this star. They thought, okay, maybe a planet in orbit is blocking it. But it can't be a planet because no planet is large enough to block that much light from its star. So WTF is it? For real. Some believe that this is a signal sent by aliens. Are we surprised? No. Anything unexplainable that happens in space is blamed on aliens. And in our number 1 spot today, we have the Omaha Object. It's a really fun name to say also. In 2017, a man from Hawaii discovered a weird object flying by in our solar system. This object, however, was different than any other object that we have ever seen before. This thing looked like a space rock, but it's not a comet or an asteroid. It's too small and oddly shaped to be an asteroid. This thing is too long and it's shaped like a rocket. No asteroids that we know of are shaped like that. On top of that, it was 10 times long as it was wide. In fact, it is the most elongated known space object. Before the Oumuamua, the most elongated space object was 3 times longer than they were wide. This object beat it by miles. Not only that, but astronomers were shocked by the condition of it. Astronomers thought the first space rock to enter our solar system would be a ball of ice and rocks, aka a comet. But there's usually a cloud of dust and gas surrounding comets, and this object doesn't have that. So then, what is this? On top of that, it's said to emit blue colors from it. So rumor has it that this thing is an alien spacecraft, or it was sent into our solar system from aliens. And that's why it's unlike anything we have ever seen before. In fact, Harvard professor Avi Loeb said, and I quote, "Oumuamua wasn't a natural occurrence, but a bit of space junk sent to us by aliens from another galaxy." This could mean that aliens are really out there somewhere. All right, guys, that's all for today's video. Let me know in the comments below. Do you believe in aliens? Let me know. And now, speaking of comments, let's move on to our comment shout out portion. I'll be shouting out comments from the video, top 10 strange events that humans can't explain. Ian McFarlane commented, imagine seeing the earthquake lights and then you're hit with the dancing plague. Then after a few weeks, spontaneous human combustion. Not gonna lie, I actually laughed really hard when I read this comment. Like, that's really clever. Just you're hit with all these weird phenomena in one go. Crazy. Hood Callum commented, I really love Lindsay's accent. What is my accent? Do I have one? I think I'm just really Canadian sometimes. I'm just really Canadian, that's what it is, eh? And James Little commented, Value Village, we have one here in Tucson. Used to go there all the time with my mom. Good memories. Guys, I love Value Village. Like, these jeans, thrifted. This top, thrifted. My whole wardrobe is thrifted. Not only is it budget friendly, but it's also eco-friendly, so we don't like fast fashion over here. All right, guys, that's all the comments I'm shouting out for today's video. Make sure to comment something down below for a chance to be featured in my next comment shout out. And as always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Most Amazing Top 10 for more amazing videos. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and I'll see you when I see ya.